Now let's take a look at the Kelo case.
This case made it all the way to the Supreme Court in 2005. It sparked a huge debate about the importance of property rights.
The case involves homeowner Suzette Kelo and her neighbors versus the city of New London, Connecticut.
When I first came here with the realtor, I walked in the front door. It was like I had been here all my life. It was just an overwhelming feeling when I walked in this place.
In 1998, the city condemned 115 properties in order to build a private health club and office buildings to support the development of a local pharmaceutical plant. 15 property owners did not want to sell, so the city used eminent domain to seize their properties.
There were, if I could count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There were 9 houses spanning this street here. Everybody knew everybody. If you went to work, the neighbors watched your kids. And that's the way it was. In the spring of 1998, the city of New London came out with a municipal development plan that said that the homes in the Fort Trumbull neighborhood would be taken by eminent domain. They thought that they could place something here that would bring more taxes to the city. It was here, the penny candy store. Yeah, and the grinder shop. Yeah, this was the Chevalge's deli. When this first started, there were 90 properties in this neighborhood. The first ones are sold, the absentee landlords. And then after that, they went after the elderly.
It was the day before Thanksgiving that they came to my house with the sheriff, and they handed my mom the condemnation papers, basically condemning the property.
And this here is where the Pasqualinis live. Mrs. Pasqualini was 100 years old when they made her leave last summer. 100 years old. And after that, they came after us. We bought billboards, we wrote letters to the editor, put ads in the paper. We went door to door, we had petitions, we went to Hartford, we met with the historic people, we met with everybody trying to not stop the development, understand. We never wanted to stop it, we just simply wanted to stay. He had an auto body shop, they took that by eminent domain, tore that down, so not only did he lose his home, he lost his business as well.
We fought for 9 long years, and unfortunately the U.S. Supreme Court ruled against us, which I was really shocked. They basically just stripped everybody's property rights away from them. Eminent domain is supposed to be used for your typical, to build a school, a reservoir, a police department, to widen the roads, but not for economic development. Now they're saying they could take your property if someone could generate more property taxes than you. Is that right?
Wherever we go, we would be fortunate to we would be fortunate to ever find people like the people that were here in our lives again. Truly good people.
With the whole country watching, the Supreme Court made a very controversial decision. In a 5-4 split decision, the court upheld New London's right to use eminent domain. Justice John Paul Stevens wrote the decision. In it, he wrote,
"The city has carefully formulated an economic development plan that it believes will provide appreciable benefits to the community, including, but by no means limited to, new jobs and increased tax revenue. Because that plan unquestionably serves a public purpose, the takings challenged here satisfy the public use requirement of the Fifth Amendment."
But 4 out of the 9 judges disagreed. They said that if eminent domain can be used for any public purpose, then all property is at risk, especially property owned by poor people without political influence. Justice Sandra Day O'Connor is one of the judges who disagreed with the decision. She wrote,
"Under the banner of economic development, all private property is now vulnerable to being taken and transferred to another private owner, so long as it might be upgraded. Nothing is to prevent the state from replacing any Motel 6 with a Ritz-Carlton, any home with a shopping mall, or any farm with a factory."